If you're looking for horizontal fence ideas for your backyard, then keep watching. Horizontal fences are our favorite type of fencing right now. Between our homes and helping friends with their fencing, we've built 3 or 4 horizontal fences in the last few years. And in this video, we'll show you some great looking horizontal fence ideas that you can add to your backyard. Most people are used to the typical vertical wood fence structure. This is where you have your posts that are 6 to 8 feet apart, and you either have vertical wood panels that are attached to the post, or you add boards individually. With horizontal fencing, you'll still have your posts set 6 to 8 feet apart, but your wood boards are a 1x3, 1x4, 1x6 width boards, and they are smooth surfaces, where the vertical boards are usually rough cut, meaning they're kind of fuzzy or still rough to touch and they didn't go through a planer. You can also use other materials like corrugated metal for a fence or vinyl, but people use different types of wood for their fence structures, typically because of price. This is also why horizontal fences cost more, but many people choose these types of fences because they're going for a certain look and aren't trying to do the cheapest fence out there. So let's take a look at some of them. Number 1 is the varying width horizontal wood fence. This is the one where you can take the 1x3s, 4s, and 6s and combine them in a really cool way. You can even rip some boards to make them 1x1s and 1x2s or 1x3s even, to make them even smaller. And I love this varying width horizontal fence. They really draw the eye and add variation to your backyard. Now, since there are different widths to deal with, this fence will take longer for you to build, or if you're hiring a contractor, it will cost a little bit more money because of the extra complexity of doing the right varying width pattern for the contractor. Number 2 is a metal accent horizontal wood fence. And this is probably the popular ones that we use right now. The last 2 fences that we've done a combination of this. This is our neighbor's fence, and we really like the look of the mixed media. Plus, the metal can be less pricey when you add it to the wood boards for the fencing area, but it really gives a great different look for your backyard. Number 3 is the dark horizontal wood fence. This is if you're looking for the modern look for your backyard, then you can add a level of elegance by choosing the darker woods for your horizontal fence structure. And if there aren't any natural woods that you like, then you could also consider painting cheaper pine with black or deep browns to get that same look and feel that you want for your backyard fence. Number 4 is the stepped horizontal wood fence. The stepped horizontal wood fences are great if you have a graded yard of your house and it's on an incline. The staggered fence is easiest to create by making each stagger the same height and width, and then you just step down in the structure. Number 5 is the barn door gated horizontal fence. With the barn door, you can add extra pizzazz to your horizontal fence area by creating the barn door gate for it. The structure is super easy to build, and it's great if you don't have the square footage or the hinged gate to open up on you. Maybe you have plants or you have structures nearby the gate. For instance, the barn door will work well for this since it will slide instead of swing out. Number 6 is the horizontal louvered fence. You know how when you can switch your blinds to a certain way where you can see out but they can't see in? Well, that's what I love about the horizontal louvered fence. The boards are angled at just the right space where you can see anything that you need to, but people won't see in to your backyard. Number 7 is the Shadowbox horizontal fence. The Shadowbox fence is considered the good neighbor fence, whether you have horizontal fencing or vertical, and that's because the posts and boards look good from either side of the fence, so your neighbors will be happy with your fencing and you'll like it as well. And with the Shadowbox, the boards are on either side, and this will create a gap for airflow in your backyard. But also because of that, there is an angle where people will be able to see part of your backyard through the fence. It's a lot more pronounced when you have the vertical, but with the horizontal fencing, the gapping won't be as bad. The most that they can see down is directly down or directly up. Number 8 is the container garden horizontal fence. Horizontal fences really lend themselves to adding containers in the slats for easier gardening or any other kind of container gardening ideas that you might have. I also love this because you can change up the containers each season to add a little bit of variation and a little bit of a different look to your backyard. Just make sure that you aren't adding too many containers to one fence panel area, since the weight will pull on the fence. And if you have just a few, then it won't bother the fence structure, but too many and you could get some leaning going on. Number 9 is the corrugated metal horizontal fence. This is taking our metal accent horizontal wood fence to a next level. With the corrugated metal fence, the idea is mostly metal and it's just a little bit of a wood for the posts and the frame. You can choose different corrugated metal shapes to make the perfect backyard fence for your privacy. When adding the metal, you'll also notice that it might get a bit warmer in areas in the summer. With our partial metal fence, we do notice a little bit of a warmer spot when we get closer to the fence. So just be mindful of that if you plant anything nearby. Number 10 is the horizontal fence with shelving. This is a great idea to add any kind of cute backyard yard art to your fences. It can also take container garden idea to a new level. And then when you add the shelving to your fence, you can easily come up with any kind of backyard lighting ideas. You could add bird feeders to your shelving, maybe a fairy house or two, or anything else that you can think of to really spice up your backyard area. And number 11 is the horizontal vinyl fence. Like the corrugated metal, the vinyl has a different look and feel from most of the fences that we shared here. Most people will use wood simply because of better pricing and availability. And the vinyl fence does cost more, but it should last longer than any wood structure that you add. And they should be fairly easy to maintain because you simply don't need to add any more staining to them or any real maintenance. The biggest thing you'll probably have to do with the vinyl is it gets green and mildew look, and so you'll probably want to do a little bit of cleaning or pressure washing the vinyl fences. And I have to add this bonus fence idea because I saw it today, took pictures of it, and I want to share it with you. And that is the basket weave, the horizontal basket weave fence. This is a typical fence, like a horizontal fence. You have your structure with your posts set 6 to 8 feet across, but then you have like 1x1s set in between the posts, and then you wrap the boards in and out of it going on either side, as you can see in this photo. It makes for a really great design, way different than most others that you see out there, but the structure and the look looks really good. We hope you liked this video and it gave you some perfect horizontal fence ideas for your backyard. If you did like this video, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Backyardscapes, and let us know in the comments of any future videos you'd like to see. And thanks for watching.